They say it's important to have a brand. Well, who am I? Why would you care? A wise man once said, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Terry. I can't believe the name escapes me right now. I'm sure I'll remember it when I go into the gym and get some blood flow and oxygen to my brain. uh, he said, no one cares until they find out how much you care. Well, my brand. I care about my daughter so much. Uh, I think most parents care about their children in a way that they weren't cared about. And so that would explain my life and why I live the way I live. Uh, I I've made a lot of choices. I've made a lot of sacrifices to look like I do, and it's not about my looks. It's about my well-being. I have no crutches. I'm not talking about them. But most of the people I see when I um out in the world, they look like they've got a lot of stuff that they're using in their private lives to keep all this going. Um, so that they can keep doing what they're doing to keep all this running the way it is. Vices. And I have said no because I saw my father die at such a young age. You see, he was a Irish workhorse tied to the tree of fatherhood, it would seem. Um, and he ran himself into the ground at my age. He was a really hard worker. He worked as a as an engineer, and he came home and he worked at home. He mowed the lawn, he changed our oil, and he died of early onset dementia, kind of like what Bruce Willis has. Uh, it's funny. Bruce Willis was a surrogate father of mine while my father was sick and dying, and then after, I I grew up with the VCR and a TV. Absent mother, like most people, like in this generation too, they've got YouTube and social media because all the mothers are tied up like bitches to a tree of motherhood, uh, trying to make it all work. And then their kids end up falling through the cracks. And us mothers are at heart sick over it because the mothers who really care are heart sick over it because we are being taken away from our kids. We're fucking pissed off about it. I am. And so I've set out to do my best to learn how to earn a living. The animals don't have to do this. They just go out there and fucking get it done. But since I'm a person, I have to pay rent around here for an apartment, a one bedroom. I'd be cheating the system. I'd move us into a one bedroom. Uh, is a is $1,000 a month. Um, and then I'd have to trade all this time away from my daughter to be able to easily pay for it. I could go get a job, but my heart would be sick, and then I'd manifest an illness like my father did because I'm too noble to commit suicide quickly. Uh, I would do it in an honorable way, like most people I think do. They they don't live the life they know they could because they love their children so much that they're willing to sacrifice in ways it's just so fucked up, the way the world is. Anyhow, I had this beautiful black leather couch. I sold it so that I could get a bicycle, a road bike, and a Vitamix, and this was 7 years ago. I'm not much of a bike rider now, but I'm more of a weightlifter. I love going to the gym. I love moving my body. It's the only therapeutic thing I have. In fact, it's the only thing keeping me well, mentally well, uh, enough to handle being a mom, uh, without checking out with vices like drugs and alcohol and sex and uh, junk food, because I don't feel good when I eat junk food, and then I have no energy, and I couldn't be a mom anyway. Then I'd need drugs to give me energy. It's like this vicious cycle. So, since I saw my father die of early onset dementia in a nursing home at the age of 40, um, at from 11 age 11 to 15, it made me the way I am, to where I am living a very unconventional life. I am choosing to live the way I live because there's no other way. There's no other way from my perspective, from what I witnessed as a kid. My, like, I have to show my daughter another way because and what it's awful because the elders in our situation are just sitting around clicking a mouse for a little bit of money, and then they go watch TV and like eat because they're just so tired from sitting there. They're so tired from sitting there. So at the end of their shift, they go and they lay down and eat. Like everyone's rushing around to get home so they can go rest. And I have to find another way. And I feel like I have medicine. Like I walk in between the worlds in a way. Like I see this whole other side of things, um, that everyone else is just staying busy. They don't want to look at it. I do, because I saw what happened to my father, and I love men so much. Like, I am not a man hater at all, but I feel like I'm here to help white men's culture. Like, the idea of what's going on, there's something I can help with my feminine medicine, uh, my compassion, my understanding, and that's just gonna have to ripple out and change the world right here from where I'm at. uh, and maybe I can, like an atomic bomb, BALM, an atomic bomb, ripple out that way, and hopefully do something. But my brand, okay, so until I can afford t-shirts, I've been wearing my clothes inside out. Because I don't, I, this is actually really cool and esoteric what I've done here. I actually like this shirt. It's a Led Zeppelin shirt. It's got the hermit on it. This is actually my shirt. The reason I wear my shirts inside out because most of my clothes are hand-me-downs from my daughter. I spend all any extra money I have on whatever clothes she wants, and most of her stuff is from when she was in the fifth or sixth grade. Her t-shirts I wear to the gym, and I wear them inside out. And thank God she has taste because one of the shirts is a Def Leppard shirt, but she went through a Slipknot phase not too far back, and I'm probably gonna end up inheriting those if I don't pull my head out of my ass and get on YouTube and just put myself out there, and hopefully everything will come together and I'll be able to afford some t-shirts because I want to put my brand is my initials, KNO, and I am into fitness because it's my medicine. and I feel like it's everybody's medicine. Uh, I'm I'm not out to have the best body in the world. It's not about that. It's about having the best feeling in my body, and I just want to inspire people to move their bodies because that's the only way you can get fresh blood, oxygenated blood to your brain to be able to be in the kind of mood you need to be in to be a good influence in this world. If you're not taking care of yourself and moving the rivers, the streams, the creeks, the waterfalls uh, of your circulatory system, if all that ain't running and flowing, you're stagnant and you're nasty. Your mood's shit. You're showing up all shitty. And then you choose shitty things because you're not thinking clearly. Instead, transmute it. Move. Force yourself to move and breathe. I'm seeing it everywhere. You can't tell me I'm wrong. You can't tell me I'm imagining this. I see it everywhere. I also see a lot of people who are appreciative to have a job. I went to the doctor yesterday. I could tell that they felt proud of themselves to even have that job. And I don't want to take that away from anybody because I know people are doing their best. They really are. I see it everywhere. People are doing their best, and so am I. From where I'm at and where I come from, um, I'm just doing my best. And I just want to be a good, be the medicine. Everyone has medicine. When the TV gets to you and like the news, just go look at a squirrel or a tree. Nature's in balance. Go get with it and breathe a little bit. It'll bring you back to balance. And I'm going to be talking a lot about animal spirit medicine because it's my language. And um, if the algorithm bots comment below this, what am I watching? I'm going to help you, AI. Um, I'm still figuring that out myself. But the question isn't what you're watching, it's why are you watching? Why are you watching? Why are you watching? Do you know? Loving, medicinal way. I love you. Let that ripple out like a chain reaction. At one point or another, we are all semen. Well, this sperm broke through that egg. And if you're watching this and you're human and not part of the algorithm of YouTube trying to figure out where to place me on YouTube. Like, what am I watching? You know, those little comments under your social media profile when you dare to put yourself out there. What am I watching? It's just like a bot or something. And if it is a person, I don't think it is. I think it's just like AI, almost like AI is insecure, or it's trying to make you insecure to get you to like level up and figure out your brand or something. I don't know, because it wants to place you in the algorithm. It wants to know who are you? Seek and destroy. You know, that's what it feels like. But I was once a sperm, and if I made it through that egg, I'm just a sailor in this world. I'm learning how to sail emotionally in this world. Uh, and I have spent a lot of time in this world, trying to fit in this world. Um, and I don't think it's gonna happen the way I was told I was supposed to, like, try to fit in. Because, like, I'm not supposed to fit in. I'm supposed to break through and, like, affect people. Uh, I'm very irritating. Or I get irritated when I sense that I'm irritating people around me. And it, like, I think most of us are slaves to this. If we feel we're irritating, and this goes back to childhood, if we feel we're irritating our parents, we feel like there's something wrong with us. When really, it's a wound inside of them from their childhood that's being brought to the surface. And they want it to go away! So they, like, treat you like crap. And then you grow up and you become a parent, and you're exhausted, and your kid triggers within you something, and the tendency is to push that away. I go after it. Like, um, a Marine, they teach the Marines and firefighters to go toward the danger. I am a, I'm your spiritual first responder. I am a spiritual first response team, um, in a shamanic, esoteric way. I, with my daughter, she's my mission, and I choose to accept. I She came into this world. I was blessed enough to even get to be a mom. Like, I would have never done that on purpose. It's the best accident ever. I am so grateful I get to even know what that is, because I am too wise to bring a kid into this world unless I was Kate Middleton, and she may not even be alive. She, I always said that. It was like a joke. Um the only way you should procreate is if you're Kate Middleton. Like, you get the money and everything, but that woman, there's so much to be said about her. I haven't forgotten about you, Kate. I see real lies. And if she's already passed away, she was a champion. And if she wanted a divorce and they're afraid of another Diana situation, and, like, they're forcing her to, like, and shit when she's healthier than all of them. Jeez, woman's a champion. She was. Ugh. I keep saying was because she's one of my sisters. That woman. I feel she's a kindred spirit. What are you watching? Why are you watching? That's the question. I keep trying to be something that I'm not. I think that's my biggest mistake. If I could share a lesson with anyone, or no, I ain't trying to teach you. I'm not trying to teach you at all. That's one thing I've learned here on Earth. Yeah. That's not a good idea to try to teach people anything. Because the more I try to share what wisdom I've learned with my mother, my daughter, they hate it. They hate it. And back in the day, when I first started cleaning up my diet, I was like on Facebook trying to tell people, like people were trying to correct me, and I'd get in like all these social media threads and try to explain myself. Yeah, don't do that. I find good manners on social media is the best course. If I like content, I say thank you, or I type thank you. But I've taken some acting classes only because I think it's a wise choice in 2023. It's 2024. I took them in 2023. I invested in myself with money that I inherited because it was the smart thing to do. I feel like I have to explain myself because where I'm from, that's irresponsible. But I don't think so. Honestly, I really don't. I think either becoming a prostitute to pay the rent or getting some professionally paid acting gigs. I think I'd rather be an actor. Yeah. Anyway, my acting teacher said that I'm quirky. He likes, I took different acting classes. I immersed myself, actually. I spent the entire year of 2022. It was. Yeah. 2022. I spent the whole time. I did 4 different places. And I, in fact, got an agent. I'm represented. And I've actually been in a movie. I've not been paid for said movie, but the experience itself was freaking amazing. To see all those people coming together, it was I was amazed to see how many people it takes. I was so impressed with how they get everyone in line. Oh my god, it's like kindergarten. It reminded me of being in kindergarten and with all my classmates, even though everybody else was way more advanced than I was. I was popping my cherry on that film. But I didn't let it show. They probably thought I was a snob. Everyone thinks I'm more advanced than I am. I hate that shit. That's the vibe I get when I do these acting things, because they look at me and I get the vibe that they think that I think that I'm a star, when really I just I feel like it's a good fit. I don't want to be famous at all. I do not enter such things lightly, because to give up your privacy like that, I have a hard time going to the store as it is. I have a hard time with people staring at me as it is, which is why I have to be on social media, and I have to be paid to I have to get some sort of compensation, because when I feel like I always get stared at, and I'm not getting anything for it. I'm not getting anything, but I'm being uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable, and if I'm not going to be a prostitute and take care of you that way, well then maybe I can be a good energy in the world and entertain that way. Why not? have the capability these days. The point is, I feel like this bridge in between my generation, between my mother's generation and my daughter's generation. I'm like this bridge. I grew up with a VCR and a big box television set. My mother grew up with black and white TV, and that's that's about it. And my daughter, oh my God, they're vaping at school. She's graduating the 8th grade today. Today is her last day. Oh my God. Their slogan is excellence. We don't do easy. And oh my God, this year, it's been one of the hardest years of my life. It's another Hunter S. Thompson. Did you know the S stands for Stockton in Hunter's name? Well, my daughter, since she's graduating today, I'll tell you, she went to Stockton Junior High. I just thought that, you know, how stuff lines up when you want it to. You find your brain has like this reticular activator that like makes everything make sense so that you don't go crazy when you're like having a hard time. Like you try to make everything fit so you can survive. Or maybe it's like the quantum field. I'm just, you know, teaching you about the quantum field. Yeah. My reticular activator right now is trained on vans. I want to get a van, and I'm seeing them everywhere. Like everywhere I look. I feel like that's my only solution because I have to write and I have to work out. And honestly, I'm like a medium, and I'm really having a hard time with it because I'm struggling because I don't want to be a medium. Because I know what it means to be a medium. I do not enter into such things very lightly because I'm actually the real deal. If I was a charlatan, it would be easy business-wise, but this is actually kind of like a gift, and it's really difficult to explain to anyone who doesn't believe in such things. It makes you look like such a fucking idiot. Oh my God, it makes you look like such a fucking fairy fucking moron, crazy wacko. To me, like I'm embarrassed to be a medium, to even talk about it. Like, my grandfather would be like rolling his eyes at me for even thinking it. Like, it's so embarrassing. But I'm so clairvoyant. It's actually almost made me disabled to try to be something other than what I am. I keep trying so hard to be like a regular. Like, I even got my real estate license, and I tried to be an orthodontic assistant for 12 years. And I was just getting angrier and angrier and angrier because I kept giving people like all this health advice and stuff while they were in my chair, and my coworkers would roll their eyes because that's not what my job was. My job was to like help people smile and straighten their teeth in that way. But I felt called to like help people smile because I could like sense stuff from them and read them. And well, anyways, I was just getting angrier and angrier and angrier. And I've got to make all this money because I'm a single mom. And I keep trying to be something I'm not. And I think that's where I'm fucking up. I think I just need to get the van. I need to write. I need to do readings. And here's the thing. I work out so that I can be a good medium. Like, I take really good care of myself. I'm the real deal. I've been sexually abstinent for 11 years. Not that you need to be sexually abstinent, but I have cleaned my vessel, and I can receive the messages loud and clear. Like, I've got a very good connection here. Like, I've cleaned my copper coil, Tesla speaking. Yeah, I'm a good channel. And like, I work out at the gym, and that helps me be a person of clarity. And I eat clean because it helps me be a person of clarity. And it's like I want to be a medium for real. Like, the the better I take care of myself, the more clairvoyant I am, and the better healer, the better medicine woman I am, the better shaman I am. It's true. It's absolutely true. This is my truth. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm scared that somebody's gonna make fun of me. I feel like I'm coming out of the shaman closet. Ah! I'm coming out of the shaman closet on my daughter's 8th grade graduation day. Stockton Junior High, Excellence Avenue. I just realized today I'm graduating for my own solitary initiation in the now, live. If you see this later, it's your life, but this is my life. And I'm coming out of the shaman closet right now. Confirmation. I'm gonna take my daughter to Chipotle. It's compromise. It's healthy for her, and I'm so excited to see her because she's like my favorite part of my life. My favorite part of the world is my daughter. She's so hard. It's not easy being a mom. Oh my God. But I love you. She'll be in my car very soon. Where is she? I'm not seeing her. Oh, there she is. Sitting in the sun with her Garfield. I love her, and I love you.